I'm here, but I'm going to just sit behind the camera today. Doing these kind of little vignette videos is too complicated when I'm trying to see myself in it, make sure I'm still in the thing and trying to see what's going on here. Fingers still not up to par, and I thought it would just be more fun just to go through. I went through like a whole bunch of stuff here, and I'm just going to show you a plethora of silliness and stuff. So this was from the last Warwick base camp in Marknenkirchen, Germany, and this was at the Warwick factory, and these are the campers who came there and were taking lessons, and this was like the final night performance. So I thought it was kind of fun just to give them a little shout out here. They were great. We had a great week together, and they're really a fun bunch of characters from all over the world. So here we go. Just this is their final show. I think they're doing Watermelon Man. A lot of support from the gang. And you got everybody. I mean, it was like people who were serious bass players, people that were just, it was their hobby. It was really a fun week with some pretty fun people, I'll tell you. I miss it. So this goes on, and they're all like doing solos. Say what? Okay, so you get the gist of what's going on here. I'm going to putt along here a little bit farther and find some more. Oh, this was great. We did John Lennon's 75th birthday at Madison Square Garden, and this was Peter Frampton rehearsing. It's cool. I love those moments. Let me see what we got down here. This is down the hallway of Capitol Records in Hollywood.
Okay, I'm back at Capitol. This is the last session of the year for me. I'm happy to be ending up here. We're back in this fabulous Studio A. They've got it decked out for the holidays. Just festive and beautiful. And I just saw a glimmer of one of my greatest heroes in this business who owns this room.
Al Schmitt.
Fabulous. Hey. Al Schmitt is in here, the greatest engineer producer I've ever known.
I was just thinking about the old days and how much I miss all the things that we didn't have. We did. Too bad the iPhone wasn't invented 20 years ago or 30 years ago. There's so much history that is gone, lost, and
never to return.
Never to return. Yeah. And when the older guys like me and you and Lou Puma and those kind of people, when we're gone,
It's gone.
it's gone.
It's so funny. I would sit and talk with some of the cats at this point, and we kind of can see where the baton was handed to us. Like I look at the Wrecking Crew guys and all that,
Absolutely.
and Carol and Osborne, and I kind of slid into this thing as that stuff. And we sit around now and we kind of go, who are we handing the baton to?
Yeah.
Because it's
Who
all
knows?
so
Yeah.
different. And I just I wish there was a business to be doing that too.
Yeah, we don't archive enough stuff. We just don't do it.
Yeah.
And they, records, they'll archive records and all, but not basically the people who were making them,
Yeah.
the inside stuff that went
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, it's the history of this has
Yeah,
really not
yeah.
been documented.
Yeah, and stuff like, Tommy Dowd, the fact that he did a video, a documentary,
Yeah.
was something, but that was just a small part
Yeah.
of what went on.
Yeah. And guys like that,
Yeah,
when you sit there and to me, it's like during the breaks and talking to Tom about his history.
right,
And you go, my God, this guy was magic.
yeah.
But every time we walk in here, every time I walk into this room, I just I get this feeling all over me of like the weight of history
Right,
that this has.
good. Well, you have company.
I'm sorry about it. They need you now. Sorry.
Tell
That's
them-
Christopher ruining it.
Tell him I'll be there after I do something important.
All right. Okay, so you got to go back to work.
I gotta feign some give a shit and go back. And,
Okay, all right. I love you,
I
man.
love you too, man. Hold on
Merry
now.
Christmas.
Happy New Year, everything.
Yes,
Al,
all
you're the
of that.
best. I love you. You're
no.
right.
Oh man, I love Al. There's nobody like him. He's just one of the most special cats ever in this business. I'm just gonna peruse down here and see what's to be seen. It's such a mishmash of things here. I was at the drag races in England. This was great. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, this is when they were doing jet dragsters. Let me get it up here to where it gets going. That would be a nice ride, and you could also barbecue your hot dogs while you're at it. Hold on. Oh, this was amazing. This was one of our Toto gigs that, needless to say, got rained out. Check this out. Coming down the aisle is the VIP sound check crowd, and needless to say, it got washed out. Paige, Lenny, Shannon, there's Jenny and Maputo, Larry. Everybody's on their phones, of course. Steve Picaro, Joe, well, not Joe isn't there yet. But these people all came to see Soundcheck, and needless to say, not good. But I think there's a bit of, you can see the rain coming down underneath all our rigging here. There's the electronics.
This doesn't
wow.
look good.
It was unbelievable. It was in Indiana. Let's see what we got down here. Yeah, there's Pedro trying on a wig. Pedro Segundo. Did a little slow-mo. He's Judith Owen's percussionist. He's nuts. Let's see what we got down here. Judith is amazing. She does this character, Nina, and we did a tour of a exhibit of Catherine the Great, and Judith went into character for this to give us the tour.
As you see here, another painting of Catherine the Great. She has incredible hip. Now you may think that this was the dress, but no. It turned out she had an incredible, wide, huge hip. And this, I think, is what made it possible for Catherine to have sex with her. It's incredible.
She's just a piece of work. And we were backstage, and Gabriella Swallow, the cellist with Judith, was practicing her juggling in case the cello didn't work out.
An X Factor audition. Oh,
Is it terrible?
that's priceless.
Let me see.
Yeah, everybody's just nuts. Let's see. Oh, this was great. When we did the Kennedy Center honors honoring James Taylor, they had different guests come in, and here's Sheryl Crow and Garth Brooks rehearsing with Ricky Minor and the house band. And there's Garth right there with his baseball hat, and Cheryl just kicking away. Backstage hangs. With Gabriella back in England, I grabbed Yo-Yo Ma and asked him if he would send her a note.
Hey, Gabby, we're here in D.C. and we're waiting for you because we need you to be here. Help us out because, without you, it ain't the same thing.
He's such a sweet cat. He is a piece of work. He is one character. This was the string section with Judith rehearsing. This is Lizzie Ball, Megan Cassidy, and Gabriella Swallow, just working on parts. I just love them. They are so good. Let's see where we're at right here. Here's a punk. I don't know who this kid is.
This is Nick Collins. Hey, fuck you. Here's my bass rig for Phil's tour.
No, we don't need that right now. Let's see what else we got going on here. One of the things I always loved was just going out and seeing crowds before the shows actually began. And this is after our show was just getting started. Phil just sat down. This is in Dublin.
One.
Oh man, I wonder if that's ever going to be again. It's pretty sad. That's after the show, just before the encore. Oh, this was beautiful. I was in, it's in London. God, I'm blanking on the name of that area. But there's this girl was singing, just sing. Oh, in Covent Gardens. The talent you find out there is staggering. applaud her CD. She's just great. This is a sad moment for me.
Just got back from the Phil Collins comeback tour, first leg, and this is what the airline did to my case. This has my speakers and my power amps in it. This goes back way to like 1980. It's been on every single tour I've done. James Taylor, Carole King, Lyle Lovett, Toto. It started with the Phil Collins Hot Tub Club. There is so much history in this trunk. It's just breaking my heart that this thing is rendered screwed. So I have to get a new trunk now after all these years. But I'm thinking seriously about auctioning this off as a piece of music history and then donating the money to a charity that I give to every year, which I would let the person know who wins this if they go for it. But
And it got sold.
The gear is okay.
It's $1,500, and it went to the Elephant Sanctuary in Tennessee.
Ran into it, tweaked the top, but
And he put it in his music room, I think, with a glass top on it.
table out of this, you could put some bumpers on the top of it and put a piece of glass on
Yep.
it to keep all this, and you'd have a piece of music history here. So you guys let me know if anybody's interested. Start shooting me out some dollars, and we'll go from there, and it'll end up going to.
Yep, that was, it had another life, but this breaks my heart. This was in the studio with Judith and Dave Bianco's studio, and he passed shortly after this, but we're still working in his studio. His family kept it. He's one of the great engineers.
Oh, it's so great in the studio here with Dave Bianco engineering. We got some really cool music going here. Who's it? Mr. Pedro Segundo over here. What else could we add to this to make this even more amazing? Oh my God, it just got more amazing. I think I'm on drugs. Is Metamucil a drug?
Judith is just nuts. She is such a piece of work. Trying to figure out what's going on here. This is doing the album. This is Immediate Family. This is Cooch over here, and then Waddy, and they're working on solos. This was the first album, not the new one. All she wants to do is dance, solo section. And so it's Danny Korchmar, Russ Kunkel down front. There's Waddy. Studio with the guys. We've done it all our lives. Luis Conti did an impromptu vocal here for us in Phil's rehearsals.
All full of romance for someone that you met, and tell me how sorry you were leaving so soon, and that you miss me sometimes when you're alone in your room.
Nice, man. What a character. Okay, what do we got going on in here? Oh, this was amazing. When we played in Brazil on the tour. This was after the gig, driving home. I mean, home, back to the hotel. Check this out. Needless to say, it rained before the gig. It stopped raining during the gig for some reason, and then this is what was after the gig. And the poor crew is there loading out this massive show. Wow, it was just crazy. I think this was some crowd moments here. I always love coming out before the show starts and getting pictures of the audience, and it is such fun. Yeah, they see you and then they start going crazy. It's so cool. This was in Rio. I'm probably going to do one more now, and I think I'm going to stop at that point and post this one because I have a whole bunch of these. I'll do a couple today. This was for the opening act in Rio, had to deal with this. Look at the rain. It's unbelievable. Just these poor guys sitting on stage playing, and crowd's just starting to come in, and they're covering themselves in plastic. And that was a tough one. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, let's see. I'll grab one more, and then. Oh, this is great. This is a good place to go here. This is the band getting off the plane, wandering around. This was our tour plane. This is in Chile. Ronnie. Here comes Tony Smith, Phil's manager. Lindsay, you're a maniac. Nick.
Photo shoot coming up for the band and the crew.
Phil heading up the stairs. Harry Kim. Louise, there's. Yeah, this is the daily thing. Just do show, go to airport, get on the plane. Here it comes in. Oh, that's my bass tech. Okay, for right now, I think this is going to be really long in the tooth. So I'm going to stop this one, post it, and then I'm going to do another one or two today. I've got some workmen coming to the house I need to deal with pretty soon. So I'll post another one. But just wishing everybody a great day, and I will be back in a little while, and I'll put a few of these up today, just give you all kinds of, there's a whole bunch of silly stuff in here. So take good care. Talk to you soon.